Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Well, welcome back. In downtown Macon, cloud cover going to remain pretty dominant. Now, some clearing may occur during the late evening hours today, but those clouds will filter back in ahead of the sunrise tomorrow. As you can see, we do have some showers still ongoing as this cold front is moving through the region, but it's continuing to get weaker and weaker as it moves southeast. Don't think we're going to be seeing any lightning develop on this. Temperatures is not warm enough, and at this point, the front itself is losing steam. And that said, it will clear up in terms of the rain on the backside. Cloud cover still going to hang around throughout much of tomorrow. Sunshine should come back for us all by Friday. Here are the wet spots for today. Gray, Macon, and Perry, a little bit less than an inch. You got a number of spots just under a 3/4 of an inch. Changersville, Millersville, Sparta, Warner Robins, and Montezuma are dry spot. Abbeville at 1/4 of an inch. Most locations somewhere between a 1/2 inch and 2/3 of an inch. So now with the cold front moving through, it will get colder tonight than last night. I expect us to get down towards that freezing point as cloud cover does thicken ahead of the start of your Thursday. Keep it above freezing barely in Macon. We will not be seeing anywhere that gets to freezing with roads that refreeze. You don't need to drip your faucets, and honestly, you could probably leave your plants outside. Bring the pets in though. They don't want to be cold, just like you don't want to be cold. And even if it's above freezing, it is still a cold start. You want to make sure you got that jacket for tomorrow, especially given the fact that the cloud cover remains so stingy throughout much of the state. Especially middle Georgia. Temperatures are only going to get to the upper 40s, lower 50s, and that's going to be accompanied by wind out of the northwest. So that's going to add a little bit of extra chill there. But we do see that wind shift direction to out of the southwest on Friday. So sunshine makes a return for the final day of the work week, and we'll be seeing temperatures to around 60 degrees. Actually, it'll be a little cooler on Saturday. See that second front there, that will allow for highs back into the upper 50s for most of us Saturday afternoon, and then wind will become light and variable on Sunday as this high pressure moves in. So for Super Bowl Sunday, looking at temperatures that will largely be around 60 degrees. Not too bad if you want to have a gathering ahead of the game. As for a closer look, as mentioned, there may be a little bit of clearing heading into overnight, but those clouds are back to start off your Thursday. And if there's going to be an area tomorrow that maybe has a little more sunshine, I would look towards Upson and Taylor counties. All right, those of us who are further west have a better chance to get a little bit of sun going during the middle of the afternoon, while the rest of us are probably going to have the cloud cover until we get into the sunset hours, especially further east. Locations like Wrightsville and Dublin, you guys may not get much sun at all tomorrow. It is all going to wait until we get into your Friday, which, by the way, tomorrow night going back below freezing. A lot of upper 20s out the door Friday morning. So this is a day where you will want to make sure to bring those plants in, or at least spray them with water. And it wouldn't hurt to drip the faucets, but I don't think we're going quite cold enough that you have to. We should largely keep it above 27, 28 around the region, and that's going to give way to temperatures getting into the 60s and upper 50s Friday afternoon, as it will be a little breezy out of the west-southwest. But we got one more day of that cloud cover on the back end of this system. Tomorrow, 49. Wind will be out of the northwest, a gust to around 15 miles per hour. We'll check out the rest in 10 seconds.
Every new Volume Chevrolet comes with our exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, 24-hour roadside assistance, and oil changes for life.
Volume Chevrolet.
Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is presented by Volume Chevrolet. So outside of tomorrow, it's a pretty darn sunny forecast into the weekend. First weekend in months, where both Saturday and Sunday have been sunny. Feels like at least Guam has had rain or a winter threat on it for weeks and months, but we do get a little warmer for those who are sick of the cold next week, because some highs returning back to the 70s.